our official recording. Okay, now the recording is going, and I see a lot of people chiming in here from different parts of the country. Some of you have kids that are just heading off to college, for colleges that are opening. Some of you are homeschooling. I see some of you that have already said that you're going to be doing virtual school this quarter, and then it's kind of a wait and see. I have a lot of friends that are doing that here in our community in New Albany, Ohio, which is a suburb of Columbus. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And for all of you that are on here live in the Zoom chat, feel free to help answer each other's questions if I don't see them. And the same thing on Facebook, if you're on the live stream there. It's really fun to have that interaction. So please don't hesitate to engage, and you all can help answer each other's questions. And I always go back after and can help answer. Okay, so let me pop this up here, share my screen, go to my desktop. This is always where it gets a little, you know, am I doing all the right, am I doing pushing all the right buttons? Okay, here we are done here. Okay, and let me hit play. Okay, tell me, for those of you on here on Zoom, do you see, is a clear screen? Can you see everything fine? I am just realizing, I don't know if I got the right speaker view. Okay, looks good. You can see it on there. Okay, I left the chat open, so I think I can't comment back on there, but I actually can see the comments coming through, which is really nice. Okay, so I might have the camera. You know what? Hold on just a second. I'm gonna change my speaker view so that this video is not blocking the screen. Okay, now let me try this again. Okay, and it's so funny, I cannot see myself at all. Jeannie, you must have been the last person that spoke, and so it's like just your name up on my screen. Hopefully everybody can see my picture. Can you guys still see my video on here? I guess it just depends on what everybody is looking at. I'm trying to see it over here in Facebook and make sure everybody has a good view. Okay, I think so. Okay, I'm over here and I can actually see on Facebook too, and it looks like there are a few people that are joined in over there. Okay, so here we go. Here are my kiddos. These are, this is leaving out my awesome husband, Gary, but we just recently got to go to the sunflower patch, and I managed to capture this adorable picture of my kids. And Madeline looks even taller than me in this picture, but I think I still have her beat by like 1/4 of an inch if we're standing up straight. So here is just this cool image to say, like, what is school gonna look like for people in your community. And for us, since I just restarted with the recording, we actually have been in our local public school system for years. And then just starting last year, we decided to try homeschool for the first time. And so we stuck with it again this year with all of the uncertainties going back to school, and our family's really loving it. So I'm really, though, wanting to speak to all of the teachers out there and all of the students and all of the parents and grandparents that this information is for all of us. Okay, so what are we going to focus on this? Like I said, a quick overview of the essential oil basics, and then what our main 3 topics tonight are: immune system, and are specifically focusing on our gut health, and cleaning and sanitizing, and reducing stress. Does that sound good? Are these some topics that everybody feels like are timely? And I'm also sitting here diffusing with my Pilot diffuser. It's so good wherever you are. If you don't have some essential oils nearby, maybe grab them so that as we talk about these things, you can be applying them on you, okay? So 3 cool things about essential oils. Like I said, we're just gonna cover the basics. First of all, they are safe, right? These are, and we are talking about doTERRA essential oils. There's so many essential oil products and different product lines out there on the market these days that you've really got to be diligent to read the labels. And you know, if it says peppermint and then it says not suitable for internal use or call poison control if ingested, you've got to wonder like what else is in that bottle. Okay, but if you're using doTERRA oils, these rules can apply. So they're safe, they are 100% natural, no side effects, no additives, nothing has been added, nothing has been removed. This is really as God intended, okay? They are so effective. A little goes a long way. I mean, just this tiny little dab of peppermint oil on my hand right now and breathing it in, it's like you just can have an amazing fast experience. Okay, so the essential oils can really be more effective than modern approaches to health problems. And remember that essential oils can work so quickly, they can permeate the cell membrane. And even most drugs out there on the market, you know, they're not able to cross the blood-brain barrier, and they definitely can't, they're not lipophilic to pass into the cell, whereas essential oils can go in, which means it can target the cooties on the outside of the cell and the inside of our cell walls. Okay, and essential oils are affordable. They're, you know, pennies or less per drop, okay, per dose, pennies per dose. And so our family, in the last 11 years that we've been now using essential oils, we just don't even need to go to the doctor for sick visits anymore. I look up in my trusty handy dandy essential oil guides or on my apps, and I say, oh, what is it suggesting for ear discomfort or stuffy nose or an infected toenail or something? And then I try those oils, and lo and behold, it works. So we have, you know, it's just saved us so much money, no co-pays, no over-the-counter meds, or I mean, I haven't had to give our kids antibiotics ever. And I just think that speaks myriads to the effectiveness and then how much money we're saving. Okay, and then the 3 ways to use essential oils. Anybody want to type in here the 3 ways to use essential oils? We talk about this all the time. So number 1, yes, Connie, you got it, aromatic. So aromatic is the fastest way to get an impact of essential oils. Like I just did a minute ago, just put it on your hand and breathe it in, or just simply open up the bottle. Here's orange. I like to call this one sunshine in a bottle. And if you just breathe it right out of the bottle, it's simple. If you don't know how, if there's an oil that you own and you don't really know how to be using it, just unscrew the lid and breathe it in, and you're going to be getting benefits. And that's actually the fastest way to impact a mood too, is by breathing it in. And we love using it in our diffuser that way. Okay, topically, and this is just using your common sense. If you have a sore, achy knee, put the oils on your knee. If you have an upset tummy, rub the oils on your stomach. If you have head tension, put the oils on your head wherever you're feeling that. If you have an infected toenail, put the oils on that, okay? So, and you can dilute with fractionated coconut oil if you want the oils to spread even further. So remember, a little bit goes a long way. I always say less is more, and then you can always reapply as often as you need. You don't have to worry about waiting 4 to 6 hours before you apply, like when you're taking meds. And then the 3rd way is internal. Yes, Connie, you got all 3 ways on here. And this is again for doTERRA oils, because if someone's buying oils some other place, usually there's fillers, synthetics, artificial things in there, and your nose will tell you right away when you smell it, like that just doesn't smell pure lemon or pure peppermint, okay? So if it is the pure real thing, in water is one of my favorite ways to use it. So here's my glass of water, and I'll just drip 1 or 2 drops of the orange or lemon or lime or grapefruit or cinnamon, peppermint, you know, whatever it is that you're in the mood for. I always am carrying a stainless steel water bottle with me, and I always am filling this up. Slim and Sassy is one of my favorite oils to put in here. But glass or stainless steel is what you want to use if you're using essential oils internally and you're drinking them, okay? Because The oils they will break down petrochemicals, which is really awesome. If you're in your body, all those years of eating food that was microwaved in plastic containers, and those plastics just get stuck and your body doesn't know how to flush it out. Drinking the essential oils in your water will help to flush those toxins out. But we want to just make sure you're not putting the essential oils in plastic containers, because then it breaks it down. Okay. So, okay, let's shift in. That's the overview. That was our very simple overview. I'm keeping a watch on the time here. Feel free to chime in with questions if you have them too. I'm refreshing my screen over here so I can see if anybody has questions. Feel free to comment on the Facebook stream too, because I have that up over here. So gut health, do you all know, I mean, I'm really thankful that I feel like there's more and more doctors and health practitioners and even information in the media that's getting out about the link between gut health and our overall immunity. But we really, like, one of the best ways, if you want to work on keeping your immune system strong, is to focus on our gut health. And actually, it's one of the ways that our body is weakened the most. And I think so many people, might think of using oils and diffusing and even taking great supplements. But if you're ignoring your gut health, then you're forgetting about like 70 to 80% of our body's immune function is right there in our gut. Okay. So how can we improve our gut health? I actually just did, I recruited my husband to do this with me 2 weeks ago. We did a 5-day detox. And for this detox, we really just simplified what we were eating. We cut out every kind of processed food and no sugar and salt or oils. But really we focused on all the awesome things that we could eat, which is like however many fruits and vegetables you wanted to eat. There were a lot of superfoods that we were adding into our smoothies and sprinkling over our salads. But we just had like a really hearty, protein rich with, it was a vegan protein that we were adding in with superfoods. But we had an awesome hearty smoothie for breakfast, and then a really great salad for lunch, and then a lighter smoothie for dinner, and tons of water all day long, and herbal teas and lots of essential oils and my supplements. And I tell you what, I felt so good. And I do know that there are some foods that are triggers for me, like corn. And corn is really an inflammatory food. And for me, my body has just kind of had enough of it. And I still am not super careful about, reading the labels. If it's a kettle chips, for example, if it's potato chips, like, oh my gosh, they're cooked in canola oil. There's corn products that are sprinkled in everywhere. So you have to be really careful for what those things are that are triggers for you. Several people in here are commenting about corn. Even when I'm using like organic everything, for me, regardless, it's hard to find corn that hasn't been altered or processed or, going to stress your body. Anyhow, I just felt so good. And I really wanted, and the whole thing was really just kind of giving your digestive system a chance to rest a little bit more from that constant work of digesting foods that's hard to digest, so that it could get to the point of more of like a deep clean. And anyhow, I just felt awesome. And so one of the simplest ways to do that is just increase your amount of raw fruits and vegetables, decrease processed food, cut out sugar for a little bit, or just limit it, and drink lots and lots of water. And then probiotics. Let's talk about this, okay? Probiotics are healthy bacteria that we need. We actually really need. Our kids were just studying a really cool, it was actually in our Bible study, and it was talking about all of the cells in our body, and then that we actually have more bacteria in our body than all of our cells combined. And that if you were to put all of that, the healthy bacteria, in a gallon jug, it would fill it like halfway up. Okay. And we need that healthy bacteria to be able to crowd out and kill off the bad bacteria. And the problem is a lot of us eat such, I don't know if it's just a bad diet, or we deal with stress or different things that just wipe out that good bacteria. If you've ever taken antibiotics, it's just killed off all of that good bacteria. And so a really good habit is to be taking probiotics. And for our family, we actually take one a day, everybody. We adults, we do the PB Assist capsule, which is a prebiotic and a probiotic all in one. It's really fantastic formulation. And then Emily, she still prefers the sachet, the little, it's almost like a pixie stick, and you can just toss it back right in your mouth. And by the way, we all like that too. It's yummy. Sometimes Madeline will pour it on her plate and dip her strawberries in it instead of sugar, and just dip it in the probiotic, the PB Assist Junior little, it looks like little sugar granules, and it's a nice little, it has like a dessert experience, but there's no sugar in it. It does have a little bit of xylitol, I think, to sweeten it, which means keep it away from your dogs, right? But how many of you out there have been incorporating that into your routine and finding this to be a really beneficial thing? I just find that we don't get sick, or if we do have a scratchy throat or sore, achy body, that we bounce back so fast because of some of these things that we're doing, okay? And one of the most important things that's foundational, and we're talking about this right now, is just the importance of our nutrition, right? For your overall immune function and staying healthy, and for your gut health. And, you know, I did that 5-day detox and felt awesome, but it was really, I had to be really strict. We couldn't go out to eat anywhere. It was hard to go, you know, Gary wanted to go to the local water park, and I'm like, I'm not going while we're doing this detox, because there's not going to be a single thing of food that I can eat there. And so when you kind of trying to shift back into your normal life after doing a cleanse or something like that, you've got to make sure you're supplementing with the things that your body needs. Even those days that we were eating so much fruit and vegetable, our food these days is just depleted of a lot of the nutrients that we need, because guess what? The soil that our food is growing in on these farms is depleted. It's not nearly as nutrient dense as it was 50 years ago, 100 years ago. And so our bodies need those extra C vitamins, D vitamins, B vitamins, right? The omegas, the alpha lipoic acids, all these different things, the things that are going to help kill off the free radicals, like your, you know, just so doTERRA's #1 best-selling product actually is their Lifelong Vitality Pack. And it's a pack of these 3 supplements that comes in a box. They also have a vegan formula, and it is amazing. Our whole family takes it. The kids even can swallow all the capsules. The kids take a half of the daily dose, and Gary and I take the full dose. And even when I don't remember to take my evening dosage and just take the half dose in the morning, I notice a difference. I notice a difference when I stop taking it, or if I've missed a day. Then I'm like, why is my energy just dragging today? So I just want to encourage you again, if you've not yet tried the Lifelong Vitality Pack, add that onto your next order, or ask your friend how you can get this. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And I promise you, if you're really wanting to focus on immune health, which every single one of us in the whole world right now should be really focusing on how we can up-level our immune health game. If you haven't allocated money for some great supplements, you know, take some money from your eating out budget and put it toward this, because I promise you it is worth it. It's going to help improve your gut health. It's going to help give you immune support. It's going to reduce stress. It's going to reduce inflammation. It's going to boost your mood and give you so much more energy. So several people are commenting on our chat. Thanks, Connie, for sharing in here. Feel free, for any of you that have your own experience with these Lifelong Vitality Pack, it's really powerful to hear each other's testimonies. So if you're joining us live on either platform, please share in and chime in on that, okay? Okay, so what other things can we be doing to support our gut health during this time of the year. Okay, I have a couple of different images on here. Feel free to take screenshots if that helps you. So first of all, peppermint, it's one of the most amazing smelling oils that just gives you an immediate boost. It's really great for focus and energy and alertness, but if you rub it on your stomach, it's really great to calm a nervous stomach, and it freshens your breath. I'm going to go ahead and show you. I just put a little dab on my tongue, a tiny dab, and it's like opening my airways, and I can breathe easier. You have to be careful not to get it in your eyes because it will give you tingly eyes if that happens. But I also put a picture of the peppermint touch. The ones in the roller balls are already pre-diluted. So for my little kids, peppermint on their tummy is a little bit too strong. So I'll use that peppermint touch, and it's really nice and gentle. And you can just roll it on. So the touch ones are what I always keep with me in my purse too on the go. Okay, and then oregano, and I put a kid good alternative that's called Stronger. It's a really great immune boosting protection blend. It's kind of the kids version of On Guard actually, but oregano for gut support is amazing, big bug killer. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you have oregano and you know, sometimes I don't use it during much of the year except for when it comes around to like fall and winter. This is when I start using oregano. And I also wanted to show you I have oregano in a roller ball because this is more gentle on the skin, because oregano is very hot oil and you want it to be hot. It's doing its good work. Okay, and then the next oils down are, I'm looking over here because the chat box is covering it up, but it's Digestin, and the kids version is Tamer. And by the way, there is Digestin in a touch roller ball as well that's diluted, but then there's the kids line of oils, and this is a newer one that came out last year called Tamer, and it's lovely. And sometimes even with my kids, I'll layer on both Digestin and Tamer, and it helps to promote healthy digestive function, and it helps to calm an overworked gut. How about that? Susan, you're asking how many drops of oregano to FCO do I have? This is actually one from doTERRA, and so it's proprietary, but I know because, and this is one of the early ones that they gave us. That's why it's still in a clear bottle instead of now all the touch oils are in these amber colored bottles. But it's a hot oil, so I know it's probably only a third of it would be the oregano, and then I think 2/3 would be the fractionated coconut oil. That's my kind of round guesstimate of that. Okay, and then of course our On Guard soft gels, these On Guard Plus. And this time of the year, you know, it's totally fine to take one of these a day. So when I'm passing out our family supplements in the morning, I usually alternate this with DDR Prime. That's another amazing essential oil that they have in a soft gel. And so a lot of times I'll alternate back and forth. But this has oregano in here along with all the oils in On Guard, along with Melissa and black pepper. And these are highly fantastic at boosting your immune system and warding off. If you do ever start to feel like you're coming down with something, just ramp it up and take 2 at a time, and take it like 3 to 5 times a day. You can really, because these are little, by the way, so little that they're nice and easy for even kiddos to swallow. Okay, I want to make sure you guys can see. It's so funny. I can't see myself on this screen, but I can see it over there. So looks like we're all good. Okay, so now let's shift for a second. And as we're talking about On Guard, there's a lot of amazing On Guard products. And when we're talking about this topic, it would be silly to not really focus in on some more of the awesome On Guard stuff. Actually, let me go back to the screen. So, and I know doTERRA right now keeps selling out of a lot of these, and a lot of it, it's not a problem with the On Guard oil. They have plenty of the On Guard essential oil. It's a lot of the backups, by the way, have been with suppliers, with some of the packaging. So the cleaner concentrate, you know, some of these things that we're going to be focusing on, the On Guard sanitizing mist, Every time I place an order these days, I'm always adding on one of these, and they're amazing gifts to give away to people right now. There's just so much fear and frustration and confusion, and just a little gift like this can go a long way. And it, I have one in my kids' bags. I keep one in the car. We keep one in my purse. We just kind of have them all over the house. Okay. And there's a really great recipe I've included though to make your own if you are going through them so fast that you feel like you want to just upcycle the bottles and reuse them with your own DIY blend. Okay. So now we're shifting to the cleaning and sanitizing part of our hangout here tonight, okay? So diffusing, why? You guys chime in. Why in the world is diffusing the very first thing I mention when we're talking about cleaning and sanitizing? Diffusing essential oils is amazing for a mood. We know that. Like if you want to boost your mood or you want to calm down in the evening or whatever, pick those oils that you're in the mood for, right? But one of the coolest things that is sometimes underestimated with the diffuser, yes, Barbie said it cleans the air and it's mood uplifting. So all of these oils have antiviral and antibacterial properties. So whatever oil you are in the mood for, you're in luck because it's also going to clean the air in your environment. And if you especially are wanting to use oils because maybe you've been exposed to somebody that was not feeling well, or maybe you're having a church gathering at your house, like we host small group here with our small group of friends. And I always have the diffuser running, and I'll put On Guard or Purify or Breathe or cinnamon or cassia, some of those that are really antiseptic and uplifting. They smell awesome, but it just also puts everybody at ease to know like it's killing, we're breathing it in, and it's also killing all the bacteria and other bad stuff on the surfaces in the home. Yeah, Connie, she said, I originally thought it was like a room freshener until I learned all the benefits of diffusing. Yes, 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 yes. So this picture just shows a couple of great ones. I mean, you can't go wrong with lavender, orange, or On Guard. And, you know, it's really fun to blend them together and make your own favorites. Right now, I'm diffusing eucalyptus and lemongrass. Have you ever tried that? It's my recent favorite. I was cleaning stains out of some towels, and eucalyptus can clean stains out, and so can lemongrass. And I used them together, and I'm like, this smells amazing. And so at least 5 times a week, I'm probably diffusing at least one time, you know, lemongrass and eucalyptus. So try that out. But here also, if you want to take a screenshot, this is how you can, this is not actually one of the recipes you need to keep because this is simple. This is actually right here on the side of the bottle, just to show how concentrated this is. You only need to use 2 tablespoons per 32 ounces. I mean, this is 24 ounces, so 32 ounces is like a really big spray bottle. So this cleaner concentrate goes a long way, and we clean everything in our house. We also use Norwex cloths, and it keeps everything extra clean, extra fresh. We could use Norwex cloths alone, but I really I love the smell and the fresh and the experience and what the essential oils are doing. And so that's the way we do it in our household. But I'm about to show you a recipe for a couple of different things that doTERRA has some stock issues with right now, so you can even DIY. So the On Guard foaming hand wash is amazing. We always have that around our home. That's one that they actually, I think, just got back in stock that you can order. If it's a loyalty order, you can put your On Guard foaming hand wash on there. So that's really good news for us. But here's where you want to screenshot how to make your own homemade hand soap that can work in the foamer. So it's a 1/4 cup of Castile soap, 20 to 30 drops of On Guard essential oil, and then fill the rest up with water. I mean, I would say probably some nice distilled or spring or reverse osmosis water. And then give it a shake, put it into your foaming dispenser, and it'll work, okay? I have really enjoyed being able to share that recipe. Okay, Another one for sanitizing, this is under that same category of sanitizing and cleaning. So Correct X is doTERRA's version of Neosporin, okay? And the great thing is there's no petroleum products in here. And this is infused with amazing essential oils. Are you ready for this list? Listen to these oils: frankincense, helichrysum, cedarwood, melaleuca, tea tree, and lavender. So this is so healing and soothing and therapeutic. And I have a little short list here, what you can use it for. Of course, any cuts, scrapes, abrasions, things like that. But additionally, this is the time of the year when my hands soon, not right now, but especially when we get into November, December, where the air gets so dry here in Ohio, and my knuckles start to crack, my cuticles start to bleed, and my lips get chapped. I use Correct X for all those things. My little buddy Connor always gets the most chapped lips in the winter, and then he picks at it, and then he gets infections sometimes around his lip. And he's old enough now that he's starting to catch it in advance, and Correct X heals it right up. And okay, this was on the list. I did not add this, but someone put on this for Correct X and headaches. And I would love if anybody wants to chime in that they've tried it for this. I'm imagining that you would just rub it along your hairline or rub it into your temples or on the back of your neck, which, by the way, oils that you want to impact a mood with, just get those right on the back of your neck, okay? Breathe it in and rub it on your neck, okay? So feel free to chime in if you have other ways, like other hacks for what you like to use some of these products for, okay? Cold sores you just mentioned, awesome. Yes, that will totally help to heal them up quickly. Melissa will knock it out fast, but if you already have one that's surfaced, Correct X will soothe it and help heal it really well as well. I would say use Melissa on it if you can. If you don't have Melissa, use Tea Tree and Correct X. And Barbie, you mentioned that the DIY hand soap is in all of your dispensers. You love it and it's been saving you money. Awesome, really great feedback. I am so glad to hear that, okay? Okay, now we're focusing on the stress reduction. We've shifted to this third part of our time together. And who else has just felt like this year has been such a whirlwind of, I feel like I'm one that can always find the silver lining, but stress is stress. So even if on a good day, you're having a fun day, but maybe it's a day like we're going out on the boat and I have to pack up and I'm teaching the kids to water ski and, all these different things that I'm managing. Even if I'm having the best time of my life, your body responds to stress, whether it's good stress or bad stress, the same way. Your cortisol levels rise, your immune system gets impacted, the stress goes up, okay? So I just thought on the bottom of the screen, it gives some good, let me see. I'm gonna see if I can actually enlarge this over here because I can't read it because my chat is covering this. Oh shoot, now I unmuted this. Bear with me. Okay, so this is just a little study that's showing that psychological stress can really harm the human immune system, and that stress impacts immunity differently across individuals and contexts, but there's a lot of work being done to study stress and the immune system. So what are some tools? We are really well equipped. What are some things that we can do to help reduce stress with the products that we have and with just some good routines and good habits, right? So first of all, good sleep. That's one thing that I think a lot of people have actually gained over the last 5.5 months of being more at home. Well, a lot of people are staying up later, but able to sleep in a little bit longer for some. And so just try and stick with as if your life is getting back into a school routine or going back to work or whatever your rhythm is, if it's changing, be intentional to just make sure you're getting that 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And the routine is that next bullet point. And I think our bodies, our family, especially because of summer and all of the weirdness in the world, has been out of out of rhythm and out of routine for so many months that we just actually started back to school last Thursday. So we've been back for almost a week, and it feels really good. Actually, our kids did not fight back against it. Everybody's kind of like, it feels good to be in a rhythm. I think our bodies respond. Eating well. I'm just going to underline that again. We've talked about it a lot tonight, but I think that's super important. And it starts with what you're buying at the grocery store. Okay. When you're turn off the autopilot, start reading the labels and think about what is going to fuel me. What do I want? I had to really do some research because I was like, I still want to eat potato chips on occasion. I can't eat those potato chips with the canola oil anymore. Guess what? I found some that are cooked in avocado oil, which is fine for me. So, you can still have those splurges and those things that are treats occasionally, but find the things that are going to be a better alternative. Okay. And then essential oils and supplements, all these things that we're talking about, and removing the stressors. Like, what are the things? If you're spending too much time reading negative things on social media, or if you're watching things that are traumatizing you before you're going to bed, remove these things that are triggers or stressors. Or maybe if there's just a negative person in your life that keeps dragging you down whenever you have a conversation with them, set some more boundaries. Okay. So sleep and stress. What can we do to help improve our sleep? And so doTERRA has some really awesome products. There's the Serenity line. Okay, so there's the Serenity oil, and which is called it's basically the sleepy time oil. And then there's the supplement that goes along with that and has some awesome herbal things and oils in there. And if you have a good experience with this, can you please chime in? I would love, and some people are saying their favorite things to diffuse: Serenity, cedarwood, lavender, and vetiver. And that you need an oil for nighttime cravings. I would say Slim and Sassy. Slim and Sassy in your water is a really awesome oil to help curb cravings, whether it's salty or sweet, and helping to regulate your metabolism. Okay. And then adaptive. We haven't talked about adaptive yet. And I just want to say that is the oil that every night and every morning I'm rolling. There's a roller ball too. And there's a supplement to go with it. Connor takes the supplement every morning. I take it every night. We both are rolling the oil like around our ears, all of those like awesome reflex points that are in your ears. I roll it on his spine and I rub it in before he goes to bed. I then wake him up in the morning with the same routine, along with the In-Tune blend, which is the focus blend. So that figure out the oils that are really great for you that help to reduce stress and just help to like block out the noise. Okay. For little ones for sleep, I would say Serenity. You cannot go wrong. And there's a Calmer is part of the new kids line, and it even has the little purple label on it. It's kind of like the kids match for Serenity if Serenity is too strong, or maybe you want something a little bit more diluted. We love Calmer. Emily sleeps with it in her bed, and she has it like right under her pillow where she can pull it out if she wakes up in the middle of the night and roll it back on and use that. Okay. Okay. So here are some Toolbox must-haves. Lavender. This is again on the reducing stress. Lavender reduces cortisol levels, calms the mind. It reduces body tension. Okay. I can't even see the next two oils because my box over here is covering them up. And the Facebook hasn't caught up yet. Oh, here it is. So frankincense and then copaiba. I couldn't remember which order I had them in, but frankincense we haven't talked about yet tonight, but it is, you guys, when in doubt, get your frank out. Okay. Frankincense is really good for just about everything. And same with lavender. We call that one the Swiss Army knife of oils. If you're ever in doubt, just pull out these three oils right here. I'm telling you what, are ones to just always have as your trusty standby. And sometimes if I'm like, I feel like I need something and I don't know what it is, I'll just pull out one or all three of these oils and I'll breathe them in, rub them on my neck, rub them on my tummy, rub them on my spine. You know what I mean? Rub them through my hair. Use my hair as a natural diffuser. But copaiba is really wonderful for emotional balance, calming the nervous system. It's elevating your mood. It can lift you out of that fog. of feeling like that cloud's hanging over your head. It reduces stress. Frankincense is the one that Gary uses every single night before bed, just to kind of help him, yeah, just to settle and calm. So these three, I can't say enough good things about those three oils. Okay, so let me give you some of these tips for people that are wearing masks. If your kids are going back to school and have to wear masks, here are some, or teacher, if you're a teacher that has to wear a mask, or you're an employee or an employer that you're in a situation where you have to wear a mask, I want you to keep these in mind. You might want to even do a little screenshot. If you haven't yet tried the Slim and Sassy gum, I also put this on almost every order because we go through it so fast in our family. It's so good. It's so refreshing. Has a drop of Slim and Sassy in every piece, and it helps to give you a mood boost, in my opinion, and really great fresh breath. So if you're having to, like, you know, smell your own, you know, inhale your own waste from behind your mask, put 2 Slim and Sassy gum, a breathe drop, or an On Guard drop. Those are those throat drops that you could be sucking on. The breathe drops is really good for respiratory health. So if you just suck on one of those every few hours, it'll help keep your airways more open, okay? Help to oxygenate your blood. Peppermint beadlet as well. Just put one of those in your mouth and pop it in your teeth. It'll open your airways. Everything is going to be a fresher experience. And then use some sprays or oils. Just drip it on the outside of your masks, okay? Here is also really great DIY mask spray if you want to screenshot this. So for those reusable masks that a lot of people are using, we need to keep them fresh and clean, okay? Remember, when we are breathing out, that's like one of our ways. Our lungs are one of our body's filtering organs, and when we're breathing out, it's like toxins, it's flushing out of our body, okay? And a lot of those are getting caught in that mask, and we just want to keep that clean and fresh. So you can just upcycle one of your spray bottles that you have. If you want, you could spray it down just with the On Guard spray. That's fine if you have that. You can also, this is an old essential oil. It was an On Guard bottle that we peeled the label off and bought these cute little sprayer tops. I have all sorts of different colors. I have these standing by, okay? And I just ordered those from Amazon, and then I trimmed the little bottoms off so they fit inside here. But this is 10 drops each of lemon, tea tree, peppermint, and rosemary. Spray it in between uses and then just hang it dry somewhere, okay? Okay, now for a DIY for an all-purpose cleaner that's really simple. If you're not able to order this, or if you just love making your own stuff, it does save money, okay? So get a spray bottle. This is a little bit bigger one. This is probably a 4-ounce one that we have. And put 10 drops of lemon, tea tree, On Guard, and then fill it with distilled water, shake it well, and use that to spritz off anything. Can't go wrong there. And then here is a DIY hand sanitizer oil that's fun. And by the way, look at this pretty oil bottle. I have also ordered these same types of spray bottles from, oh gosh, I think it's Oil Life. I think that I got some of these for it. Aren't these fun? And so this is one, there's many recipes out there, but this is 2 tablespoons of a carrier oil, and I would use the fractionated coconut oil and then aloe vera gel, or you can skip that if you don't have the aloe vera. The coconut oil is enough to give it that smoothness. And then just add 30 drops of On Guard, and it says here 4 teaspoons of rubbing alcohol. But I want to tell you personally, I thought the one that I did, the rubbing alcohol, I didn't love the way it smelled compared to just using like a straight up vodka as instead of filling the rest with water or rubbing alcohol, I filled it with vodka, which had no scent, but it gives it that extra sanitizing boost. So that's my little tip for you. And then I did less drops of On Guard, but I also added in orange, lemon, and cassia. If you want my favorite recipe, it was that. And I have many of them. So this was, I think 15 drops of On Guard, and then 5 drops of lemon, 5 drops of wild orange, 5 drops of cassia. And then I just did like a squirt of the fractionated coconut oil in there, and then I topped the rest off with vodka. And it smells so good. It smells delicious, actually, and it really is edible, you know. And that's the best, that you know that you're spraying down something that's killing the cooties and it is not toxic. Okay, I'm checking my time here. We are at the we're at the wrap up of this, okay? So hopefully this was helpful. There's always so much to talk about, but this was when thinking about getting back to school or back to whatever it is that you're going back to, virtual. Maybe you have kids that are going to be in your house more and you're just needing to have some good routines to keep you sane. And by the way, as people start getting more out and about, you know, like we always need to this time of the year, just keep our immune systems boosted. Okay. So yay. Thanks for the chiming in, Susan. She's saying that she loves the recipes. There's so much that we can use these oils for. And I love learning from all of you. So feel free to chime in. If you have some of your favorite recipes, please share them. Okay. So how do you get these? So if you're new and you've never ordered before, first of all, you need to make sure you text the person that invited you to watch this, and they'll help walk you through this. But I'm just going to go over the basics with you really quickly, okay? So there's 3 ways to purchase: retail, wholesale, and below wholesale, with the free points that you can also get for products. You can earn all sorts of things for free, okay? So retail is the most expensive way, and it's really designed just for people that are in professional settings. Like if you owned a salon and you wanted to sell at retail, that's when people do retail. Okay, so wholesale, the way that doTERRA set it up is that everybody can get the same pricing as me. You know, we all want to get the cheapest pricing. So it works just like a Sam's Club or a Costco membership, where everybody can get 25% off of the retail price. So you get a discount, and the wholesale membership is $25. And then that gives you, it's $35 for the wholesale membership, which gives you the 25% discount. And then going forward, if you ever want to renew it, it's $25, and they send you a free bottle of peppermint, which is like $28 whole retail. So it's like a wash. So it's basically like a free membership renewal ongoing. But really the smartest way to get the oils, the way to get it below wholesale, is with a kit. And so some people will build their own kits and just get the wholesale price, but doTERRA has all these kits that they've pre-packaged that give you the best price, and also give you options for all of the lots of freebies. Okay, so I'm just going to click through some of these kits, and you can let this wash over you, or maybe if you've heard all of this before, maybe it's nice to hear it again, or learn how to explain it. But one of the kits that, because of this topic tonight, I thought one of the most practical kits to share with all of you is the one called the Healthy Home Kit. And this is for people that want to live a non-toxic lifestyle. And this gives you access. I mean, this is one way where you can be sure to get all of those On Guard products that you want, that are not for sale. They're sold out in other ways, but they've reserved enough that you can always get them if you enroll, if you start with these kits. And by the way, if you start with a kit, guess what? It waives the wholesale membership fee. So you don't have to pay the $35 fee. It's a free membership and a cheaper price, okay? So this gives you amazing start with the hair care products, the On Guard line, and like the nice big 15 ml size of all of the top. These are the top 10 oils, okay? Plus a diffuser for an amazing price. So I think this kit is just awesome, all right? And it has that hand sanitizer and yeah, all the goodies. I'm like, oh, maybe I should just get that kit right now because it has a lot of things that I want to be ordering. Okay, and then my favorite kit of all, though, is this Natural Solutions kit. It's the one that I've always called the mini diamond kit, because you get such a great variety of oils and products for an awesome price. And you get my favorite diffuser in there. You get the supplements. If you look in there, it's kind of hard to see, some of the things are hidden, but the Lifelong Vitality Pack, the probiotics, also the TerraZyme, which we didn't talk about tonight, but the digestive enzymes are another thing we take every day. the lotion, amazing line of oils, including things like past tense for head tension and serenity, and a lot of the oils that we did talk about tonight are in this one. And this qualifies you to get a lot of some bonuses with this one. Okay, Healthy Essentials Kit. This is probably like one of the most popular kits of all, because look at this. You get this lineup of awesome oils. There's 10 oils here, and this are favorites for your mind, body, and spirit is what it says on here. But I really would just say it's I love that it has copaiba and adaptive in there. And of course, deep blue. We didn't even talk about that one. We usually talk about that all night long because it's such a good one for like soothing muscles. But and the diffuser that comes with this is the petal, which is really nice. So it's just a really good price point, and you're getting 10 awesome oils. And so for some people that are looking for a way to start and you're mostly interested in the oils, this is a great way to start. And then the Healthy Start Kit is it's what I like to call the sampler. It's 10 oils in the smaller size. Let me see if I have, this is the 5 ml, so you can see the difference, okay? This one, the 15 ml, you're getting 3 times the amount of oil when you're getting that other kit too. So this is a nice dip your toes in the water. It comes with a diffuser and 10 awesome oils, the ones that we call the top 10. Okay, it's kind of like if you're going to replace your medicine cabinet, these ones are great. You really can't go wrong. And then this one I threw in here tonight too, because of what we were talking about, for the people that say, I really am wanting to focus on the supplements and just get a sprinkling of some of those oils. And it also has the deep blue in here. So I like this one as well, for people that are really wanting to focus on gut health. And I like that lemon and On Guard can be used all 3 ways: internally, topically, aromatically, and balance is one of the best oils ever for mood and grounding. Okay. And that the deep blue, of course, the deep blue rub, everybody loves it for your muscles and just feeling good. And then if you didn't see one of the kits there that you loved, because maybe you're like, oh, I really want this, some people will use this as your base, this simple solutions, and then you can just tack on products to this to kind of build your own kit. And this way it still waives the $35 membership fee. Okay, so that was just kind of a quick overview of them. But you heard me mention the kids line all throughout the talk tonight. So I wanted to make sure I had an image up here for you to see. If you know of somebody that has young children and you're looking for a cool creative gift, this is an awesome gift to give and receive. It comes with this really great case, the silicone toppers so they can hook them onto their bags, has flashcards so that the kids can even if they can't read, it has images to show them how to use it and where to use it. And these are really, kids feel so empowered having these oils that they can use themselves. I'll tell you what, like Emily has been sleeping with her siblings in their rooms all summer, and so we're now making her sleep back in her own room, and she was really nervous about it the first couple of nights, and just giving her that calmer oil and praying over her and telling her, if you wake up or you feel nervous, just to pray and put that on your hands and breathe it in. You guys, it totally empowered her. And so it gets me emotional, but just these tools, it's so simple, but it's really, it's more powerful than I even can put into words. Okay, so here's your homework assignment. I thought this would be appropriate since this was a back to school edition of this class. So are you ready for your homework? I want you to text the person that invited you to this class if you're new, and they'll help get you started. Or if there's something, maybe you've already had oils in your life and you just are getting reminded of some things, check in with your person and just say, hey, what's your opinion about this? Or maybe you need reminded on how to log into your site and get this stuff, okay? And then my other homework assignment for you was I want to encourage you to host an online class. You could totally host a small gathering at your home too, and reach out to your person and see if they would feel comfortable coming to your home and and teaching an in-person class, or online is where we're having a lot of great experience for teachers or parents or neighbors or anybody that you know that you feel like would just benefit from this information, okay? And then I wanted to make sure to give a plug, because starting this time next week is doTERRA's first ever online convention, and they're calling it the Connection, Global Connection. Usually this time of the week, we're all flying to Salt Lake City and preparing and revving up for the big convention there with 30,000 people. Well, now they've put it all online for us, and they're opening it up to everyone. And usually we have to spend several $100s on airfare and staying in hotels and rental cars and food and the ticket. But now, you guys, for only $30, you can go on and register for this and get access, and you get access all the way until October 31st. So even if you can't watch everything live next week, you can have all of the recordings to watch. And I just want to communicate, they have created this online connection experience to be totally focused for customers. So if you're out there and you're a customer and you're like, I'm never gonna do doTERRA as a business, or maybe you casually share here and there, this is for you. This is really for the someone that just loves these oils and loves natural solutions, and you love hearing the stories behind the bottle. We're gonna get to journey in some ways that we would never have been able to if we were in person with them, because with their video cameras and the technology, they're taking us, they have some really cool stuff planned. Anyhow, I just really want to enjoy it. I want to invite you all, if you haven't done this, go onto doTERRA.com and click under, the events tab at the top, and you can find where convention or online connection, it might even be an ad that's going across the page, and click and get yourself registered. It's so worth it. And I think they haven't even sold out of the swag. So if you want the swag, you could add that on for a little bit extra. Barbie, you're saying you got your swag bag. Isn't it so exciting? I have it right here. Look, my backpack. I love it. This is the catalog showing like the whole lineup of events. So much fun stuff. We just really we're going to go live in our Facebook group too, as much as possible, and just so we can kind of enjoy that together. So last slide I have on here is just the joy of sharing oils. If you are watching this and you're feeling like, you know what, I have so many people that I'm thinking of that are just popping into my mind that I think would really enjoy knowing about these and having these in their life. Or if you're thinking like, I really like what Carrie's doing and I want to learn how to do what she's doing, maybe to teach and share in this way. Reach out to the person that invited you to learn about oils, or if you don't have anybody to reach out to, you can always reach out to me. Maybe I'm your person, and we would love to help get you started or show you or teach you how you can do that. And in a matter of weeks, when I first got exposed to these oils, I could not help but to tell the friends around me, because we were having such miraculous experiences. And so I was telling them, of course they were wanting their oils. And then guess what? I started getting checks in the mail because I was telling my friends. So all of my stuff was getting paid for. And I did not expect that, but what a beautiful bonus. And these oils have given us so much. They've given us our health freedom. And lo and behold, I did not expect it, but my husband eventually quit his job as an attorney to do this side by side with me. And the time freedom that we've gotten, that we can now say yes to homeschool our kids this year, and the financial freedom that we've received, all of it just by sharing the simple love of essential oils with just a few friends in the beginning, is how it all started. So I just wanted to plant that seed in case that is something that might inspire any of you out there, okay? So, all right, let me stop the screen share, and I just want to see if there's any other questions that I would love to hear from the group, and you can feel free even to unmute yourself, or you can just type in, and you can put it over here in Facebook as well. Let me see. Let me get back to the gallery view, the Brady Bunch view, as we like to call it. And by the way, as for the recording, I'm going to stop that now. But all of this, like I said, is live streaming on Facebook in our group. And so you can go back there and watch this also if you just want to learn how to teach this class in case you want to do the same.